Practice test 1 session 2. In this session we will be doing 38 questions in 55 minutes. Okay, this section over here requires a usage of calculator, and we have been given formulas which we will be using as the need will arise. So let's go to question number 1. Question number 1, it says over here, a helicopter initially hovering 40 feet above the ground begins to gain altitude at a rate of 21 feet per second. Which of the following functions represents a helicopter altitude above the ground y? So I will assume this is my ground y, this is my ground over here, and it's already says the helicopter is initially, this initially means the starting point. At what distance? It is at 40 feet above the ground. Okay, after this what happens is it starts going up. This means starts gaining altitude at a rate of 21 feet per second. This means in 1 second it will go how much? It will go 21 feet. Then this means what? This is in one second. So in second section, this means in 2 seconds it will go what? One more 21 feet, or it will go 42 feet in 2 seconds. So this is kind of uniform over here. In the third second over here, it will go, you can add 21 more over here, so it will be 63 feet in 3 seconds. So what's happening over here? When the helicopter altitude begins to increase, it increases at a rate of 21 feet per second. So therefore the altitude gain t seconds after the helicopter begins rising is represented by the expression 21 t. Okay, and we have to find the height y, and as you all can see, in the initial height of the helicopter is 40 feet. So what will happen is I will end up with this expression over here, this function over here. So upon looking at these choices, only choice B is the correct answer choice, so B is the correct answer for this question. Now do keep in mind we are still using the strategy pause and play. So you should pause before each question and try to solve on your own, and then afterwards you can play the video. Let's look at question number 2. Question number 2, it says text messaging plan charges a flat fee of $5 per month for let me circle this part over. Flat fee, this is a constant, for up to 100 text messages sent plus 25 cents for each additional text message sent that month. Which of the following graphs represent the cost y in sending text messages, cost y of sending x text messages? So if I'm drawing a table over here, this is my x, this is my y. X text means 100 text, and it is only $5. And after that what happens is for each text over here, the plan charges 0.25 cent or 25 cent. So it's very simple over here. If I'm trying to plot a graph, this is my y, that's my x, and my value of y is 5, value of x is 100. So if I will try to draw a graph over here, this is my first point, and after this what happens is, after this, if you, let's take an example, you did extra one message over here, so this will be 101. So this means my point, and this part over here was, let's take an example, this is 0.25 cents. So if I will try to draw a graph over here, okay, so it just quite clear, my graph looks like this in this way. Okay, so if I look at all of these choices over here, only choice A is the choice which really looks like my graph. So choice A is the correct answer for this question. Alright, question number 3. Jake buys a bag of popcorn at a movie theater. He eats half of the popcorn during the first 15 minutes of previews. After eating half of the popcorn, he stops eating for the next 30 minutes. Then he gradually eats the popcorn until he accidentally spills all of the remaining popcorn. Which of the following graphs could represent the situation? Now there are 3 different cases over here, so let's look at the cases over here. During the first 15 minutes, Jake is in the theater from 0 to 15 minutes over here. So what happens over here is, at this point what will happen is, Jake's popcorn amount decreases by half. So decrease means it is going down. Okay, decrease means what? It is going down. And what happens after that? After eating half of the popcorn, he stop eating for next 30 minutes. So this means if he is not eating the popcorn, nothing will happen. It will only the time will pass. Its amount of popcorn will remain still. Then afterwards, what happens is from 45 to 90 minutes, what happens? Jake eats more popcorn. So now keep in mind, if he's eating the popcorns, the number of the popcorn is decreasing. So what happens is it decreases like this over here. Let me pick a different color over here. It decreases. Okay, so I will just draw over here. It should decrease like this, and suddenly what happens is he gradually, until he accidentally spills all the remaining popcorn, everything drops. So this means it will be a vertical drop like this over here. So what I will do is I will draw my graph over here. It should look like this. Okay, so this is my y, this is my x. So this part was, so I will look over here, which is the graph which looks like this. Okay, in this graph, if you see, it's suddenly it's going up. This means amount of popcorn is increasing. This cannot be the correct answer. Now look at this one, this and B option, it looks same to my graph. And again, in this case also over here, as you can see, suddenly at this portion, the amount of popcorn is increasing. You know, it's going up. So it cannot be the correct choice. And in this one also, you can see amount of popcorn is increasing. So it cannot be the answer. Every time when he eats, the amount of popcorn decreases. So option B is the correct answer choice for this question. Now after this, let's go to question number 4. Again, pause and play. That's a strategy you should be using. Pause the video, then try to solve on your own, and then afterwards check your answer with mine. If 20 minus x is 15, what is the value of 3x? So this is just a simple example of an equation over here. So what I will do is I will solve this to find the value of x, and then afterwards I will replace this x in this 3x over here to find my value of 3x. So what I can do over here is I can let me subtract 20 from both the sides. I have lots of ways to do this, but I will just do this. I can subtract 20 from both the sides. Negative x is equal to negative 5 and x is equal to 5. Now you can see they have given us the answer's choice x equal to 5. Some students, what they do is they just quickly pick the value and they just go to next problem. No, read the question carefully. We have to find the value of 3 of x. 3 times x, it means 3 times 5, which is equal to 15. And answer choice C is the correct answer for this question over here. Question number 5. For the function f defined above, what is the value of f of negative 1? So I have been given function f of x is equal to x plus 3 divided by 2. So I have to find the value of f of negative 1. So what I will do is I write it like this. Now it is clearly telling you the value of x is negative 1. So you should replace this x, which is this one, by negative 1, and this is over here. You can use a calculator for this, so or you can just do it mental math. Your answer is 1. So this is telling me f of negative 1 is what? 1. So this is your answer over here. Question number 6. Which of the following is equivalent to 2x parentheses x square minus 3x? This is an example of distributive property of multiplication. So you will be distributing this 2x to both the terms which are inside this. So your result will be 2x cube minus 3x square. So let's see, do you have any answer choice which looks like our answer? Okay, 2x cube minus 3x square. Okay. Now you can see over here, many students, they will make error over here, which I did over here. So I made a mistake. So what I have to do is I have to, you see 2x square, but I forgot to multiply this 3 by 2. This is a common mistake which most of the students they make, which I also showed you over here. So if you look over here, choice D is the correct answer choice for this question. Okay, that is the main purpose we draw these arrows over here, to avoid our mistakes or errors over here. A retail company has 50 large stores, so total number is 50 large stores located in different areas throughout a state. A researcher from the company believes that the employee job satisfaction varies greatly from store to store. Which of the following sampling methods is most appropriate to estimate the proportion of all employees of the company who are satisfied with their job. Okay, let's read option A. Selecting one of the 50 stores at random and then surveying each employee at their store. This choice is incorrect. The reason is this, because see, there are 50 stores over here and they want to estimate the proportion of all employees. So now if they will pick only one store, what will happen is they are just going to only one store. So this will not give us the correct answer over here, and this will not give us the accurate representation of employees at all location. It will just give at only one location. So now let's look at option B. Selecting 10 employees from each store at random. Now you see the word over here, at random. Okay, and then surveying each employee selected. I believe it could be the correct answer over here, but let's go to option C. Surveying the 25 highest paid employees and 25 lowest paid employees. This is not the right way to do the sampling over here, because it will not give us an accurate representation of employees across all pay grades at the company. So this cannot be the correct answer. Now this one, let's see option D over here. Creating a website on which employees can represent their opinion and then using the first 50 responses. See, whenever you are using the sampling method, you cannot have first 50. This means these are the first 50 selected employees. So this is not the right accurate method. So option B is the correct answer choice for our question 7 over here. Okay, for question number 8, I have drawn a table over here. Let's read the question. The two graphs above shows the total amount of money that Ian and Jeremy each have deposited into their saving accounts for the first 7 weeks after opening the account, after they made the initial deposit. So the word over here is initial deposit, and I have made a table over here. So let's see what is the initial deposit for Ian. This one is for Ian. So Ian made the initial deposit of $100. I'll write 100 over here. And Jeremy made the initial deposit of $300. So I'll write 300 over here. Okay. Now, how much more did Ian deposited each week than Jeremy? So let's see over here. For Ian it is 100, but after 1 week how much it went to? 200. After 2 weeks it went to 300. After 3 weeks it went to 400. Then 500, 600, 700, 800. So this is telling me what? This Ian is depositing how much? $100 each week. What about Jeremy? Jeremy is 300. Then afterwards, after 1 week, he's somewhere in the middle. I am not able to figure out what number is this, like super close. But after 2 weeks, I can see the clear number is 400. Then after 3 weeks, after 4 weeks, it is 500. So it tells me this Jeremy is depositing how much? $50 each week over here. Now question says, how much more did Ian deposited each week than Jeremy? So we can look at this part over here. So what will be the answer? So Ian is depositing 100, Jeremy is depositing 50. So you can see 100 minus 50 is what? 50. So this is the correct answer choice for this question over here. Option choice C is the correct answer. Question number 9 says the function h is defined above, what is h of 5 minus h of 3. So my function is this, h of x is equal to 2 to the power x. So this means my h of 5 will be what? H of 5 will be 2 to the power 5. And similarly my h of 3 will be what? 2 to the power 3. And question wants me to find h of 5 minus h of 3, which will be what? 2 to the power 5 minus 2 to the power 3. Now again, keep in mind this section is about using the calculator. I'm using my scientific calculator. You can buy this from Walmart. It just costs like around $10, or you can go to any grocery store. You can find it. Office Depot and all, they also have this, so you can find from there also, and Staples and all those stores. My answer is 24 over here, as you can see. So this is my answer, 24. Okay, so option C is the correct answer choice for question number 9. A researcher surveyed a random sample of students from a large university about how often they see movies. Using the sample data, the researcher estimated that 23% of the students in the population show a movie at least once per month. The margin of error. So margin or error for this estimation is 4%. So what margin of error means? I'm just writing over here. Margin of error means this is plus minus 4% of what? This 27 or 23 over here. Let me erase this. The number is what? 23. So if I'm doing this, I will be doing 23 plus 4 and I will be doing 23 minus 4, which gives me answer 27% till 19% over here. Okay, so this is my 19%. All right. Which of the following is the most appropriate conclusion about all students in the university based on the given estimate and margin of error? First of all, this is the wrong choice because you can see, look at these two numbers over here, does not talk about this. Wrong choice. Now this is saying the researcher is between 19% and 27% sure. Do you see the word sure over here? That most students see a movie at least once per month. So this choice is incorrect, and this may result from interpreting the sample statistics as the researcher level of confidence in the survey results and applying the margin of error to the level of confidence. But when I come to the option D, it says it is plausible. Plausible means reasonable. It is fair, reasonable. Let me rewrite it over here. Okay, my spelling is okay. Here you go. Reasonable. It is reasonable that the percentage of students who sees a movie at least 1 month is between this 19% and 27%. Yes, option D is the correct answer, because option C is this means the researcher is quite sure. That's not going to work for this one. We have been given two lists, list A and list B. The table shows above two lists of numbers. Which of the following is true statements comparing list A and list B? So you can see, look in all of these options. Do not waste your time in reading this. Means are same, means are same, means are different. So let's first of all find the mean for this. Okay, so mean and average are same thing. You add all the numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 divided by how many they are. 3 plus 3 is 6. So your mean is what? Your mean is 3.5 for this. Similarly, mean for this one will be what? You do not, keep in mind, you do not have to show your work. You can still do in your head all those things. So your mean for this is also 3.5. So this tells me that option C and D are incorrect. That cannot be the correct answer. I already eliminated those. Now option A and B, one is the correct answer. Okay, now what will happen is, now we are looking for standard deviation. How we can find standard deviation? We can compare standard deviation by inspecting the distance of the numbers in each list from the mean. Okay, so my mean for list A is what? 3.5. Let me change the color. So if you look over here, in this case, look at this 3 and 4. Now see this, and 3.5 comes over here. So 3 is at a distance of 0.5 and 4 is at a distance of 0.5 from this 3.5. Similarly, what happens is, if you will look at this 5, now what is the difference over here? The difference is 1.5. What is difference over here? 1.5. So these numbers are also 1.5 distance away over here. Now let's look at this 6 over here. 6 is how much? 4.5. What about this one over here? No, 6 minus, I'm just looking at, no, I made an error over here. So this will be 6. I'm just circling this 3.5 so we can keep an eye on this. So 6 is at a distance of 2.5 over here, and 1 is at a distance of 2.5. So you can see distance over there. Now let's look at standard deviation for second one, B. Again, keep in mind over here the standard mean is 3.5. Okay, so this is 0.5, 0.5. This one is 1, this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 2. All right, so what is happening over here is, overall if you look over here, list B contains numbers that are closer to mean than the numbers in A over here. So I'll write over here this okay, this is 3.5, so this is 0.5, but this one is 1, this one is 1, this one is 5 minus 3, 2 over here. So of the numbers in list B are closer as compared to this one over here. So this means what? We come to know that option A will be the correct choice over here, because standard deviation is different for list A and standard deviation is different for list B. So option A is the correct answer for this question. Question number 12. A book was on sale. I'm changing the color over here. A book was on sale for 40% off its original price. So whenever I see any question, what I do is I just write original price is what? X, and 40% of X. Okay, a book was on sale for 40% of its original price. So what will be 40% of X? It will be yours what? It will be yours 1 minus 0.40 of X. Okay, so what happens over here is it will be what? 0.60x. so this is what? This is the sale price. What this will be? This will be the sale price of the book. Now if the sale price of the book was $18, now they have also given me what? They have also given me the sale price of the books, that was $18. What I will do is I will compare this number with 18 over here. So 0.60x is equal to $18. So when I will simplify this, I have to divide both the sides by 0.60 and I will end up with my answer as X is equal to $30. Now do you remember what was X? X was what? X was the original price. Okay, so now let's read the question. I didn't even read the question carefully. It says what was the original price of the book? So I came across the value of X as 30. So option C is the correct answer for this question over here. Question number 13 and 14 refer to the following information. Now do not waste your time in reading this. Just try to find out the important information, what they want you they're asking from us. Which of the following colonies shows a decrease in size every 2 weeks after the initial treatment with the pesticide over here? So when I look over here, you know, this tells me weeks after initial treatment, number of insects. I can see colony A over here. This is my B, that's my C. I can see colony A going down. Then I see colony B also, from this number was I think around 70. It dropped down to 60. Okay, but in this case, this one went up over here. You see colony C, it went up. Again colony A and B, again they drop down over here as compared to these two. After 2 weeks again they are dropping down. So what it is telling me over here is colony A and B, I can see the number of insects are going down. So question says which of the following colonies shows a decrease in size every 2 weeks after the initial treatment was pesticide. So I know colony A and B. So choice C is the one which says first and second only. Now choice A is incorrect. Why choice A is incorrect? You can see over here A and B, both numbers are decreasing. This was 80, it dropped down to 50 something. This was 70, dropped down to 60. Wrong answer. Choice 3 choice 3 is what? Colony C. No, colony C over here it increased. You see it went up. So this cannot be the correct answer over here. So this is a wrong answer. 1, 2 and 3 does not, that's automatically wrong. So choice C is the correct answer for question number 13. Of the following, which is closest to the ratio of the total number of insects in all 3 colonies in week 8 to the total number of insects at the time of initial means week 0. What initial means? At the starting point, week 0. So this is a week 0 over here. So let's first of all find how many insects were in week 0 over here. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to do the total of this week 0. So my total number of insects in week 0 are what? This number is 80 over here. Okay, this will be 80 plus this number is we can say 70, or I can just take 65 plus, and this number I can take is 55. That's for C. So when I add all of these numbers, my answer is 200. So in week 0 there were 200 insects over here. So let's go to week 8. Week 8. In week 8, as you can see over here, this is your week 8 over here. This number I can say this number is like around 20 and plus 10 plus so 50. So this will be what? 20 plus 10 plus 50. Okay, I know it's not completely 20, we can take 18 also, but it's fine. It's 80. Okay, so 2, and now we have to do the what? We have to do the ratio. So when we do the ratio over here, now do keep in mind it says total number of insects in week 8 to week 0. So week 8 will go in the numerator part, week 0 will go over here. So 8 over 20, let's use our calculator for this. Okay, as it says, okay, let me delete this. So 8 divided by 20, if you can do it mental math, that's great. Okay, 2 over 5, and I can see answer choice A, that's your 2 to 5. That's my correct answer for this question. Question number 15. A right circular cone has a volume of 24 pi. Now to do this question over here, what I need the information is, the volume of right circular cone. So you remember at the beginning of this session I told you there are some formulas given to us. So let's go and check, do we have any formula for right circular cone? Yes, this is your right circular cone over here, and the formula for the volume is what? 1 over 3 pi r square h. So I will apply this formula to this question over here. Okay, so let's come over here. Here you go. So I will first of all write over here, because they have given me form volume. I write over here volume. I don't say, just to save lots of our time, we can just write over here volume is equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. Okay, now after this let's read the question. It says a right circular cone has a volume of this. So I can replace this v by what? By 24 pi is equal to 1 over 3 cubic inches if the height of the cone is 2 inches. So on the right side over here, the height of the cone is 2 inches. What is the radius? I do not know the value of radius. So it becomes like this to me. Now how I can solve this problem? First of all, you can cancel pi with pi, and what you will be left over with? You will be left over with 24 is equal to 2 over 3 and times r square. Okay, so what I can do over here is, here you go, I will use my, so I will multiply this by 3 over 2. I multiply by the reciprocal of this gets cancelled out, and it will give me what? It will give me 36 on this side. This will be r square, and after this I will take the radical on both the sides, and I will end up with the value of r as 6. That's my radius. Option B is the correct choice over here. That's my answer for this question. Okay. In 2015, the population of city X and city Y were equal. From 2010 to 2015, the population of city X increased by 20% and the population of city Y decreased by 10%. Okay, decrease means subtraction, increase means addition. If the population of city X is this, what is the population of city Y in 2010? Okay, so this is about 2010 to 2015. So what we can do over here is the the population increased by 20%. Okay, so what I have done is I have drawn a table over here. Okay, so it says over here 2010, 2015, and you can see in 2015 both of their populations are equal, and from 2010 to 2015 the population of city X increased by 20%. This means it's plus 20% will go at this place, and this will be minus 10% over here. Okay, if the population of city X is 120,000, so this means if I will do 120,000 over here, okay, in 2010, and now you see it says in 2015 what happened is the population increased 20%. So this means the new number will be what? 120,000 plus 20% of what? 20% of this number, 120,000. So you can type this in the calculator also, and once you type this in the calculator, your answer will be 144,000 over here. Okay, now for what happens to the Y over here? Now this means what is, you know, a question says both of their population are equal where? In 2015. Now in this case what is happening is, it is what? It is decreasing. How much it is decreasing? 10% decrease. 10% decrease. Okay, so 10% decrease over here. So what we can do over here is, it is telling us that okay, so at this place it becomes a little bit confusing. So what I will do is, just to make it easy, okay, let's assume that the population in 2008, this was Y. Okay, now what it says over here, decrease means what? Y minus what? 10% of Y. Okay, so my equation will look like this: Y minus 10% means 10 divided by 100 will be 0.10. Y is equal to 144,000 over here. Now what I can do is, you can see this y is over here, y is over here. I can take y common. So when I take y common, it looks like this to me. 1 minus 0.10 is equal to 144,000. Now it becomes a lot more easy for me because I can subtract these two. If I will subtract, it will be 0.90. So it will be 0.90y is equal to 144,000. So y is equal to what? I will divide y by 0.90. Sorry, no, this 144,000. I will divide this by what? 0.90. When I do this, my answer is what? 160,000 over here. Using the calculator, you can find the answer, and answer choice C is the correct answer over here. Follow this table and it will become a lot more easier for you. Okay, let me change the color over here. Okay. The volume of a sphere is given by the formula. So what is happening in this case is, we have been given the formula to find the volume, so we do not have to look up over there. Where r is the radius of the sphere, which of the following gives the radius of the sphere in terms of volume of the sphere? They want us to find the value of r, and it should have v over there. So by looking at the question, first thing what you should do is, you only need to concern about is what? R cube. So I will take 4 over 3 pi, and I will first of all I will multiply by the reciprocal of 4 over 3. Okay, and since this is pi over here, I will do this pi also over here. So what happens over here? 4 gets cancelled out with this, 3 gets cancelled out with this, pi gets cancelled out with this. Only thing on the right side, on the left side, you are left over as 3v over 4 pi is equal to r cube. Now do keep in mind, if you are trying to find the value of r, what you have to do is, you have to take the cube root on both the sides. Cube root on both the sides. So this will be cancelled out, and your answer is what? Your answer is this, 3v over 4 pi is equal to r. That's your answer. Do you see any answer choice which looks like this? Yes. Option D is the correct answer choice for question number 17. The table above shows the results of survey in which tablet users were asked how often they would watch video advertisements in order to access streaming content for free. Based on the tablet, based on the table, which of the following is closest to the probability? Now the keyword over here is probability. Okay. Now whenever the word probability comes, you should always write the formula. Probability is what? Favorable number of events over what? Total number of events. This is the formula you should always keep in mind whenever you are working on problems related with what? Probability. That a tablet user answered always, given that the tablet user did not answer never. So this means, let's get rid of this part over here, never. So how many options we are having? Rarely, often, always. So first of all, total number of events will be what? All the three numbers. So 24.3 plus 13.5 plus 30.9. Now favorable number is what? They are talking about what? The word is always over here. So let's look for always is 30.9. So I will write over here 30.9. So when you add and try to solve this part over here, okay, use your calculator for this, you will end up with 0.4 something. Okay, so I will just take 0.4 something. When I will round it, it will be what? 0.45. So this will be my correct answer for this. I think 0.44 something it will be. So this is the correct answer for question number 18. Let's go to question number 19. Do keep in mind, use the strategy pause and play. First of all, pause the question, try to do on your own, and then try to watch the video to find your answer. For question number 19, we will need some information. That's why I wrote some information for you. In the equation above, A is a constant. The graph of the equation in the xy plane is a parabola. Which of the following is true about the parabola? They have given us some options. So first of all, I gave you the vertex form of a parabola is y is equal to n x minus h square plus k, where h and k are the vertex of the parabola. Sign of n, it determines whether it opens up or it opens down. So this means it is telling you whether your parabola opens up like this or it opens down like this over here. Okay, if n is negative, parabola opens downwards, n is maximum. So in this case, if you look over here at this point, the n is what? N is yours negative over here. This means negative 1. So this means first of all it is telling you that it is opening downwards and it is maximum. So this choice is the wrong answer, this choice is the wrong answer. Okay, so what happens over here is it will be the vertex of the parabola will be what? H comma k. So where is this? This is yours H comma k. So your vertex will be what? 3 comma a. So this means option D is the correct choice for this question over here. The maximum value of a data set consisting of 25 positive integers is 84. The new data set is consisting of 26 positive integers is created by including 96 in the original data set. Which of the following measures must be 12 greater for the new data set than the original data set? Okay, first of all I will say choice A, choice B and choice D are incorrect because only the maximum value of the original data set is given over here. So the amount that the mean, median and standard deviation of the new data set will differ from those of the original data set. It is not possible to find those. So let's try to work on the option C range and let's see whether we are able to find our answer. So it says the maximum value of data set is 25 integers is 84. First of all, you know what is the definition of range. I will write it over here. Range is the highest number minus the lowest number, largest number minus lowest number. Let me write it over here. Highest number minus lowest number, that's your range, or maximum minus minimum. So let's assume over here in the, or let's assume that the what minimum number, let's assume minimum value in the original data set is what? In the original data set is equal to x. Okay, so what happens over here, as you all know, range is what? Range is yours highest number minus lowest number, and they have given you in the original set highest number is 84. So range will be what? 84 minus x. This is in the original data set. Now let's go to the new one. A new data set consists of 26 positive integers created by including 96 in the original data set. Now, so what they are doing is in the original data set, they added one more number, that's 92. So now the new range will be what? New range. Now keep in mind minimum number is x, but now the bigger number is 96. So new range will be what? 96 minus x. So what I can do over here is the difference of the two ranges can be found by subtracting the ranges 96 minus x minus this. So what I will do is I will subtract this 96 minus x minus 84 minus x over here. So I'm using the distributive property. Is your 96 minus x minus 84 plus x. This gets cancelled out and you see we ended up with the answer 12, and it says which of the following measures must be 12 greater for the new data set than the original data set. And you all know, so this is the correct answer choice for this question number 20. So C is the correct answer choice.